Walk into an old, empty building, and your body does something strange before your brain catches up. Your skin prickles. Your breath gets shallow. That's not your imagination. It's an ancient warning firing off inside you. And by the end of this, you'll know exactly why every old building on Earth triggers that same feeling. Stick around because the reason is buried deeper in you than you think. And it isn't really about buildings at all. Think about the last time it happened. A creaky hallway, a dusty stairwell. Nobody's there, nothing moves. And yet part of you is convinced something is wrong. Here's the thing nobody tells you. That reaction is older than language, older than cities. It's a survival program running on hardware from a very different world. So what is that program actually reacting to? To understand it, we have to go back to when your ancestors weren't scared of buildings, because there weren't any. Back then, survival came down to reading two things instantly. Where can I hide? And where might a predator be hiding from me? Scientists call this prospect and refuge. Open space where you can see danger coming, and safe cover where you can duck out of sight. Your brain still scans for both, automatically, everywhere you go. Now picture an old building. Long, dark corridors you can't see the end of. Closed doors, blind corners. It's a place where you can be seen, but you can't see. That is the exact opposite of what your prey brain wants. Lots of refuge for something else. Almost no prospect for you. To an ancient nervous system, that's a trap. But there's a second trigger, and it's even sneakier. Old buildings sound wrong. Bare walls and hard floors reflect sound in odd ways. A footstep echoes. A pipe groans low. Your ears pick up frequencies you don't consciously hear, and flag them as threat. Okay, but here's where it really gets interesting, because none of this is a decision. You don't choose to be uneasy. A tiny alarm deep in your brain decides for you. That alarm is your amygdala. It sits below your thinking brain and it works on one rule. React first, ask questions later. When it spots the pattern of an unsafe space, it fires before you can reason. That prickle on your neck? That's the alarm going off milliseconds before you even understand why. And the truly wild part, this happens even when you know you're perfectly safe. Your logical mind can say it's fine. Your body doesn't care. Why won't it turn off? Because for 100,000 years, the humans who felt the false alarm and left survived. The ones who ignored it sometimes didn't. So caution got passed down. You are literally the descendant of the nervous ones. That jumpy feeling is your inheritance. Now here's the loop I promised to close. Why does it feel like the same warning in every old building, all over the world? Because it isn't reading the building at all. It's reading a shape, enclosed, dim, echoing, hard to escape, full of hidden spots. A castle in Europe, a temple in Asia, a barn in your town. Same pattern, same trigger. The building is just the costume. What your body is really flinching at is a geometry of danger that hasn't changed since the caves. So the next time an empty old place makes your skin crawl, remember, that's not weakness. That's 100,000 years of survivors whispering the same thing. Pay attention. You're not haunted. You're just very, very well protected by a warning that refuses to be forgotten. If this gave you a new way to feel your own instincts, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing the video. It really helps. See you in the next one.